Hi, first graders. Mr. Askelson here. It is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. And today on our matrix, there's a couple different activities you could do. One of them is practicing counting coins. Try to make these amounts: $1.25, 48 cents, 87 cents. Or the second activity is to do time to the hour and half hour on Seesaw. So counting coins. I know that we've worked on this a little bit. And usually we kind of used it in counting on, or maybe even a little bit with some adding. But the first thing in counting coins is knowing that there's four different kinds of coins that we use. There's the quarter worth 25 cents, the dime worth 10 cents, the nickel worth 5 cents, and the penny worth 1 cent. Now we haven't really done a lot with the quarter, so other than just kind of identifying it today, I don't know if we'll really use it in counting coins to find a specific dollar amount. But we'll identify the quarter with George Washington on the front and Eagle on the back. And now there's a lot of state quarters out there, so depending on which quarter you have, it could look quite a lot different than the two I have shown here. The dime, that's stayed pretty consistent. It has a picture of a president called Franklin Delano Roosevelt on the front. It's got the word liberty up here kind of in the upper left-hand corner. On the back, there's a torch and some leaves and writing, and you'll see on the back it says 1 dime. And so this one is a silver coin, and the edge of it, if you could feel that with your finger, is very rough. It's got a rough edge like the quarter. So if you can't decide between the dime and the nickel, feel the edge. The nickel has Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, his house, on the back. A nickel is worth 5 cents. And this one, you can see Thomas Jefferson has longer hair, kind of a ponytail, similar to George Washington, but the nickel on the edge of it, around the side, is smooth. Feels a lot different than the dime or the quarter. So if you're trying to decide, is it a nickel or is it a dime, feel the edge of the coin. Rough dime, smooth nickel. The penny is the brown one, or it used to be made out of copper. Now there's a bunch of different metals, but Abraham Lincoln on the front. And the newer pennies have a shield with the word 1 cent on the back. And you're probably seeing more and more and more of these. So we'll use this one today as our identifying picture on the back. Remember, dimes count as 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Nickels count as 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And pennies count as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first thing we want to do is let's do just the identifying of some coins. And here I've got kind of a sheet that has a bunch of different coins on it. And I'm going to look at the fronts and some of the backs and match them up over here on my coin sorting mat to take care of which ones are which. So I'm just going to grab one. Here I see a silver one, and it doesn't look anything like George Washington. It doesn't look like Thomas Jefferson. This person's got short hair. This has got long hair and a ponytail. It's not a brown coin, so we know that it matches up. It is a dime, and it counts as 10 cents. Here's another silver-looking coin, but you can see has the long hair. Looks a little bit different, and one of the things I kind of look at is, see how George Washington, his neck kind of curves that way, where on Thomas Jefferson it kind of curves that way. So I know that that one is a nickel. Here's a penny, pretty easy to identify, Abraham Lincoln, the brown coin, and here's another one of those right there. This looks like another nickel with Thomas Jefferson on it. Now this one's got some torches and leaves on the back. Well, this is an eagle. This is a building. This is a shield. So the only place it matches up is it's another dime. Here's another penny. Here's Monticello again, that building. So I can put that over there. Here's another picture of the president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Here's another picture of Thomas Jefferson. Here's another one. This one's got the shield on it, so I know that's a penny. And so these last two then I can kind of assume that they're quarters. And I can look at the pictures and you can see that they are a match. So here's my quarters, here's my dimes, here's my nickels, here's my pennies. Now if I was to take and look how many dimes are in this square all together, I would count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There's 50 cents right here. Over here on my nickels, I count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there's 30 cents here. And my pennies, I count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 cents here with my pennies. So let's do a little practice here. Now, if you look, I've got pennies, nickels, and dimes. And I have the same number of coins. There's 4 pennies, 4 nickels, and 4 dimes. And I did that to show you the difference. Even though we have the same number of coins, the value of those coins is different. So if I was going to say this would be 1 cent here, 1 cent here, and I'm not putting the cent sign on there right now because it takes a little too much time. 1 cent there, 1 cent there, and total altogether then I would have 4, and I will put the cent sign here. I would have 4 cents total. Down here, I've got 1 nickel, which would be 5, another nickel, 5, another nickel, 5, another nickel, 5, in total 5, 10, 15, 20. I would have 20 cents. Okay, so here I've got 4 pennies, 4 cents. Here I've got 4 nickels, 20 cents. Let's count up my dimes. Here would be 10, here would be 10, here would be 10, here would be 10, and that makes for a total of 10, 20, 30, 40. I would have 40 cents total. So you can see same number of coins, but because the coins are different and they have different values, we come up with a different total at the end after counting these up. Now, if you want to look at some of the amounts that we were talking up here, like $1.25 or 48, 87, if you know how to count quarters or you have somebody that can help you count quarters, by all means use the quarters. But if you don't, it's a lot better just to stick with the ones that you know, the dimes, the nickels, and the pennies. So if I wanted to count up, let's say, if I wanted to do, let's do 43 cents. Well, I could use 43 pennies, but that would be a lot. I might get mixed up in my counting. You can use combination of coins to make the amount. And so I might start, I know I've got 4 tens and 3 ones in my number 43. I might make 4 tens, so I'd go 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 dimes would be 40 cents. And now I need 3 ones. And I would go 1, 2, 3. So if I had 4 dimes and 3 pennies, I could make the amount 43 cents. So remember, when you're looking at these numbers up here in these amounts, the 4 right here is a 10 and 8 ones. 48 cents, 4 tens, 8 ones. Over here, 87 cents, 8 tens, 7 ones. And this one, we would have 100 pennies, or $1, 2 tens, and 5 ones. So it's okay to break those numbers down into its tens and ones and things like that, because then that helps you relate to tens and ones here. So use the coins, use the sorting mat, use the values of the coin to help you do today's activity, or go on to Seesaw and do the time to the hour and half hour. Hope this was helpful, first graders. Have a great day.